The front door creaked softly as it swung open, a sound that once felt comforting, almost homely, but now grated against my nerves like an off-key note in a familiar song. Sarah came in later than usual. It wasn't her lateness that unsettled me, but the radiant smile she wore, a smile usually reserved for moments that mattered, our anniversary, or the day we brought our puppy home. Tonight, though, it felt unnatural, forced, never reaching her eyes. I sat in the dim study, the glow from my laptop casting shadows across the walls. For weeks, I had been planning, carefully piecing things together with deliberate patience. This wasn't some impulsive move. It was a product of months of suspicion, smoldering quietly like embers waiting to ignite. The way she angled her phone away from me, the late-night calls she swore were about work, the hollow pauses in our conversations, all of it stacked up like tinder, waiting for the spark. "Hi," she called, her voice just a bit too bright, pitched higher than usual. "How was your day?" I lifted my gaze, expression steady, burying the bitterness that churned inside me. "Calm," I answered evenly. "Yours?" "Oh, hectic," she said, drifting toward the kitchen. The fridge gave a sigh as it opened, followed by the soft clink of a glass. Her vague reply echoed in my mind, morphing into something darker. Hectic with lies? Or with him? I forced the thought down. This wasn't the moment for accusations. That time had passed. What I had now was quiet resolve. I didn't want an argument. I wanted her to face the truth, stripped bare by undeniable proof. When she returned, glass of wine in hand, her earlier cheer had faded, replaced with a guarded caution, like an animal sensing danger nearby. "What's got you so busy?" she asked, her eyes flicking toward my laptop. "Just a project," I said, a faint smile tugging at my lips. Something I'd been putting together for a while. Curiosity mixed with unease, and she leaned in slightly. "What kind of project?" I rose slowly, each movement deliberate. "Better if I show you," I said, resting my hands lightly on her shoulders. She stiffened under my touch, as though the moment belonged to strangers, not us. I guided her to my chair, her eyes locked on mine, a flicker of fear breaking through her composure. From my pocket, I pulled a small, ordinary-looking USB drive, the result of weeks of patient, quiet work. I slid it into the laptop. The screen shifted. At first glance, it looked like a simple web page. But beneath the plain design was a carefully built archive, not of love or memories, but a betrayal. It was a complete record of her deception, every falsehood logged and cataloged. The first images appeared, grainy but unmistakable. A bar she had sworn was a work event just the night before. But instead of colleagues, there she was, leaning into another man, lips meeting his. And that wasn't all. Below the photos, I had built an interactive timeline. Every late-night call, every text, every supposed business trip. Each entry matched against timestamps, cross-checked with her phone logs and GPS data. One by one, her excuses unraveled. The first note showed a 2-minute call she made from the garage, pretending it was about a client. I had the recording. It wasn't work. It was her arranging a meeting, her voice low and eager. I watched Sarah's eyes move across the screen, her complexion draining as a confident mask shattered, giving way to panic. She knew exactly what she was looking at, proof she couldn't deny. I felt no anger in that moment, no desire to yell, just a hollow sadness that sank deep. I let the silence stretch, heavy and suffocating. Her voice finally broke it, shaking, fragile. "How? How did you even put this together?" I gestured toward the screen. "It's all there. Every lie, every secret. And it's not just for us. I made it public. Your family, your friends, your colleagues. They'll see everything." Her hand flew to her mouth, tears spilling down her cheeks. "No, please. You can't. I'm begging you." Her sobs stirred nothing in me. I had prepared for this moment, even rehearsed my response. Calmly, almost coldly, I told her, "I didn't create this, Sarah. You did. These are your choices. And now you face the outcome." In a frantic burst, she lunged for the laptop, fingers hammering the keys like she could erase months of betrayal in a few desperate strokes. I stepped back, detached, watching her unravel. "I'm sorry," she cried. "It was a mistake. I never meant to hurt you." The word mistake cut sharper than anything else. What she had done wasn't accidental. It wasn't a slip. It was deliberate, repeated, calculated. "Mistakes happen once," I said, my eyes locked on hers. "You made decisions again and again. Now you live with them." I turned and walked away, leaving her collapsed, sobbing before the evidence she couldn't erase. I didn't look back. There was no reason to. I packed a bag, left the house, and drove straight to the airport. My one-way ticket was ready. As the plane rose into the night sky, the city lights glittered beneath me like shards of broken glass. And for the first time, I felt no sorrow, no rage, only freedom. That chapter was finished. For me, it was over. But for Sarah, her reckoning had only just begun.